Hey guys, welcome back to the Mississippi
411.
411, and we are going to get you guys up to speed on everything that's happened here in the Mississippi State House in the past 2 weeks, actually, because
2 weeks.
the first week we just did sort of an intro video.
Some of the bills and things that have actually gone through, stuff that we passed. I'm sure a lot of people have heard about campaign finance reform passing. That was HB 479, and that was something long overdue that we addressed last week.
Absolutely, and it was something that a big portion of the House tried to get through last session. It didn't happen. There was a lot of resistance to some of the things in there, but this is going to take and add a lot more transparency, I think. But in addition to that, when you vacate office, you're not just going to take that money out, pay taxes on it, and keep it as your personal slush fund. It helps us to drain the swamp. Yeah.
You can't retire with that money anymore. It's to us that is just not ethical, and that money was given to you for campaign purposes, and therefore, we wrote in some of the options that are available to do with the money, like donate it to a PAC, donate it to another
nonprofit
campaign, to a charity,
yeah.
that kind of thing. So we're striving to get closer to a more transparent government, and this is a good step in the right direction.
Right, and to borrow from our president-elect, this is huge. It's huge.
It's huge.
So it's going to, I think, do a lot to add a little bit more legitimacy to politics in Mississippi. So that's 2 thumbs up on that one. We both voted for it. The week before, we only had one piece of legislation come through, and it was a supervisor's bill. One of the school districts had a supervisor, a superintendent retire.
There's actually an education bill, the superintendent bill that we passed last year to make superintendents of education appointed. There was some language that we didn't quite get in there about what to do if you had a situation where a superintendent retired or
I'm sorry, I got to stop right here. We got Chris Brown in the background here in the chamber, photobombing us.
It's our first official.
We're the only ones here. Maybe we should show them.
Yeah, first official 411 photobomb.
Okay, this is what's going on in the house as we speak. It's after hours. I'm trying to flip this thing around, and which explains why I'm not in suit and tie. I'm dressed down because it's after hours.
And we were trying to get Chris to come on to be a special guest.
That's right. Be our first special guest.
Shy.
He's got bills. He's dropping bills.
Yeah,
We're dropping bills tonight.
Today's the deadline.
Yep.
For dropping general bills, so we're trying to get those in. But back to the education bill, we just cleaned up some language in there where when one of those things happen, the school board can actually go in and appoint without having to have a costly special election. So that's what that was.
Right.
And last week also we had a couple of insurance bills.
Yes, and I'm on insurance committee, so I kind of know these bills. One of the bills, it's a House Bill 319. It is a insurance bill. It basically requires that you have proof of insurance before you renew and get your tags for your license plate, which is kind of a no-brainer if you really think about it, because it's against the law to drive without insurance.
Yeah, it's the law.
Now, some of the people that argued against the bill said, well, people are going to go out and get insurance for a month and then let it lapse once they get their tags. But in defense of that, at least for 1/12 of the year, they've got some insurance.
Right, and this is just step one. We're talking about possibly doing some things down the road to where if, like other states have done, where if your insurance lapses, it's the responsibility of the insurance company to report that to the Mississippi Highway Patrol, to the appropriate departments, so that if that person gets pulled over, they immediately know that this is somebody that is driving without insurance.
Right. The other insurance bill was House Bill 469. Now, I think it's important to point out, Steve, that just because the bill passes the House doesn't mean it's law. It still has to go over to the Senate. The Senate has to bring it up and vote on it, and before it ever would go to the governor's desk to be signed.
Exactly. So all these bills are in the Senate, right now for them to debate and to pass or not. And then it would go to the governor, unless they amend one of the bills, and then it would come back for conference.
Right. So anyways, House Bill 469, it's a fire protection district bill. Basically what it does is it authorizes the Board of Supervisors of the county to reassign you to another fire protection district.
Now, my coat.
I'm sorry, ma'am. We're kind of leaning in so we can both be in the shot. And I know these videos might be a little clunky at first, but as we kind of get the process down, neither one of us are professional video bloggers, but by the end of the session, we hopefully will be.
Right. This whole thing
special
is
effects,
about,
lasers, you know.
Yeah. This whole thing is about being more informative, and bringing you guys into the legislature with us so that you know what's going on. We believe that an informed constituency is an involved constituency,
Right.
And we want you guys to be involved in the process.
We do a better job representing you by knowing that you know what's going on and you letting us know what you think about it. So we want you to be informed. Hopefully in later videos we'll have even video clips of stuff that goes on in the House. We're going to try to be able to capture sort of the live feed that goes out so that we can actually reference stuff and bring that video clip forward. But I digress. I was bringing up House Bill 469 about fire protection districts. What that allows is, let's say that you live in a particular fire protection district in your county. They're divided all up based on where fire stations are, been photobombed again, and you might be right on the edge of your fire protection district. So you might be 2 miles from a fire station in the adjoining district, but 10 miles or 15 miles from one in your district. And what that does to the consumer is you wind up paying a whole lot more for your homeowner's insurance.
Right.
Because you're rated at a worse, riskier pool for being so far from a fire department. So what this will do is this will take this out of the hands of the commissioners for those districts and let the supervisors on a need-to-know basis reassign you closer to an actual fire station. So it's good for Mississippi. It's good for the consumer.
It's good for the consumer. It'll help save money.
Yeah.
Your fire rating will be better.
Improve. And chances are a lot of these districts have agreements with adjoining districts. Chances are it may still have been the other fire station that would be coming to you if you had an issue. So it's just cleaning it up and giving the supervisors the ability to take and do that. I think that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it this week. Coming up, what we're going to do, what we'd like to do, is discuss some of the bills that we've actually got in the hopper this year. And hopefully later on in the week, we'll do another video and just discuss some of the things that we're working on. And we'd like to get some feedback on that from you.
So please share this video and the Facebook site and all of that with everyone you know that wants to know what's going on. And they can be up to speed and have the Mississippi 411 as well. A quick plug on Thursday morning, what is it? Today's the 19th. Steve and I think we're going to be on the Gallo Show, so tune in, 7:30 a.m. We'd love for you to be a part of that.
Super Talk.
Super Talk.
Super Talk.
So anyways, here's wishing the best to you and yours. And,
hope everybody has a great week.
Have a great week, and we'll see you back in a week. And feel free to leave any questions or comments below, and we will address them in the next video.
God bless.